Contracts being drawn when it's time to handle business, cause I ain't leaving shit to no handshake
agreements.
Welcome back to Just Kicking It. My name is SOY. I'm with the homie Polo Show, and this is presented by YYC Hip Hop Daily, Lifted Ones, and sponsored by Solace Studios. Yeah. So, we have a good episode today. First and foremost, before we get into anything, we are artists first. So, if you want to find me on like your streaming platforms, the best way is just to look up On the Search for More. My name is SOY. And then go to my artist profile, follow, do all that jazz. That'd be sick. For you, Shosho?
Yeah, so my music is at Polo Show. So you can find me on all streaming platforms. That's my artist name, Polo Show. I just dropped my debut studio album, Determination. Go check that shit out. Run up those streams. Available everywhere. You can find me on social media at Poliano_DA_Don.
Word. And if you're watching on YouTube, make sure that you give us or subscribe and hit the notification bell. Leave a comment. That'd be sick. That really helps us out. And like the video. It's a lot to ask, but come on. Also, if you're on like Spotify, follow us. And if you're on Apple Music, give us 5 stars. And any other service, just download the episode. That'd be sick. And without further ado, let's talk some hip hop.
Yeah.
That rhymed. For the first topic, we have some very good news. We actually talked about this last week in our most anticipated projects, but it's been unofficially announced. Well, actually, no. Cole just posted on his Instagram. So,
all right. Yep.
It has been announced. The Off Season by J. Cole is on the way. The God Returns. So yeah, it's a mixtape, right? So I don't know what that really entails. If it's still going to be on like Spotify.
I think a mixtape means. Well, I hope it's they're big boys now. They just can't be dropping music anywhere else. You know what I mean? Like, but yeah, I hope it means that we're gonna get 2 projects from him this year, right? Because he's still supposed to drop the Fallback.
The Fall Off.
The Fall Off, which is what he's been promoting. So yeah, the Off Season and the Fall Off, and I think it's gonna be a mixtape than the album.
Okay. I'm excited. Do you have any expectations at all? Like, do you want it to sound like a certain album or the beats? What do you think?
I would say, I just want to hear Cole rap. You know what I mean? That's really I don't know. You know what I mean? I feel like that's kind of the climb. I feel like any J. Cole fan right now, that's probably the vibe right now. We don't really care.
Yeah.
You know, what esque he's bringing, what kind of beats he's bringing, and I like that it's a mixtape because then that's like, sounds like he's just gonna come and rap, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, that's what we're here for. Yeah, I think that's what Cole needs. Cole needs that mixtape vibe. That's what we love from him, you know what I mean? Like, there are some who believe that he doesn't have a classic album yet. You know, he has classic mixtapes, but he doesn't have classic albums yet. So, you know, he's really feeding the fans by dropping a mixtape. So I'm definitely looking forward to this. I'm excited. The last time we got Cole was, the last album was KOD.
Yeah.
But then we got like, what's it called?
Revenge of the Dreamers 3.
What's the solos that he released, which were supposed to be like the intro tracks to like the Fall Off?
Oh, the Climb Back and Lion on Ice.
Yeah, well, the Climb Back he said was gonna be the intro track. Probably, I don't know how the vibe is, but yeah, those were hard tracks, you know.
Both those songs are fire, actually.
Exactly, and I feel like in the current hip hop climate, they probably weren't appreciated the way like they should have been if he had dropped them as a project. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, people had gotten them with a body of work is how I see it. Like, those kind of cuts were like, damn.
It's also like dropping during COVID is like really tough, especially during 2020. I felt like everything.
That is very true.
Everything that dropped, we were just like, it's sick, but COVID is still happening.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I feel you. I'm pretty excited for it. I really do hope he just raps for like a bunch of songs. I'm not like looking. I don't really need features. I think there's a possibility of a Kendrick feature because I think Kendrick is also on the rise because like TD did that like thing on Instagram of like loading. I don't know who that's for. Maybe that's for SZA or like, but Yeah, I think there's a good chance of a Kendrick feature. You know, this year has been pretty crazy, so I wouldn't expect anything less. They'd be like, oh shit, and they actually rap together. Like I don't even remember a song where they've went back and forth, because the one that they did on the Jeezy project, Kendrick came with like a melodic flow and he was just singing. And I was like, why would you do that? Did you not hear Cole's verse?
I think didn't they once do a Khaled track together?
No, that was Sean and Kendrick. That was Major Key, I think, or Holy Key. That was called. Maybe they did back in the day.
Hold
on.
That's the beat. The beat is coming to my head.
Cole
I'm not having a seizure. Like yeah, yeah. Cole produced the beat.
What is the fastest to do this? We're going on Genius right now, and it's going to show
just
me.
type Khaled, bro. You're going the longest route. Just search for mine is a fact. I think it's called On It.
On It?
No, that doesn't sound right. Just do
DJ.
Khaled, Cole, Kendrick.
They ready.
They ready. That's it.
Is it good?
A big trick is on it. It's like you know what I mean? Like the fact that you haven't heard it is like, it's one of, it's a Khaled track, Khaled gave us a mashup,
We didn't even know.
It wasn't the artists coming together saying like, yo, let's make some heat. It was Khaled being like, yo, well, Khaled's that dude. And like, yo, the culture needs this.
Yeah.
My album also needs this.
Yeah. I need this to stay alive.
But yo, shout out to DJ Khaled though. He's been playing that game for a minute.
Yeah. Speaking of Khaled, he did drop Khaled. First of all, before we get into the specific song, Sorry Not Sorry, which is the Jay-Z and Nas track, what did you think of like the project in general?
I would say that there were a lot of, like, I just listened to it on the way here, and I would say there were a lot of records that it just seemed like he was just biting, like, hits that had worked before, you know what I mean? That's really what it was, like, and that formula kind of worked with him for the last album, which had, like, Wild Thoughts, which everyone, famously knows that, like, was it Jules Santana? No, not Jules Santana, that's a rapper. Carlos Santana.
Yeah.
The Carlos Santana guitar riff. Yeah. I just feel like he did that way too many times. Like from the intro track, just a couple tracks that came by. Like I want to say about 5 tracks out of his like 14 track album. That's kind of too many. And it's not like, yo, sampling is welcome, but it's not. It's almost like, yo, you had a hit. It went to number 1. Let's see if I can redo it and try to go higher on the chart.
14 times.
Like, yeah. It's like, come on, bro.
I wasn't feeling the album.
Yeah, so that's the long and short of it. I really prefer the last album. That one's Assad. This one's called Khaled. I think his new son is called Khaled, right? Is that why?
Did he name 2 sons Khaled?
No, I think that's just
Oh, Assad.
Assad Khaled and Khaled.
You named him Khaled?
No, his first name is Khaled.
Okay.
And now his last name is also Khaled, so it's Khaled.
Damn.
Yeah. I don't know, but that's why I'm assuming that's why the album's called Khaled, and there's 2 sons on it. Yeah. One looks older. I would assume that's Assad from the previous album, Growing Up Now. And yeah, I just feel like I used to be one of those people that would listen to a DJ Khaled album or see DJ Khaled doing this thing and be like, yo, fuck DJ Khaled. He doesn't produce the beat. He doesn't write it doesn't do anything, man. It's like the song gets done, all the artists put in the work, and he just shows up at the end and it's like DJ Khaled, and it's like, come on. But definitely us being in the music industry and just obviously trying to get into that the actual executive level, just seeing, or the major level, seeing DJ Khaled's career, you find that it's really about hustling, you know what I mean? It's really about like building relationships. Like that's just how I see it. Like DJ Khaled to have put out, he basically puts out an album a year now. And every single time he puts out an album, it's always the biggest names in the game. You know what I mean? It's always like this album, Cardi B had a solo song. Drake had some songs. We got them earlier. Who else was on there? I think Justin Timberlake was on there. Yeah. Bryson Tiller, A Boogie, Roddy Ricch, Lil Baby.
He was on there for like
Lil
every
Wayne,
song.
like Big Sean, Rick Ross, like you know what I mean. And what that is really is it's not just anyone can show up and get all these guys together. You know what I mean?
Right.
You really have to be this person who's built relationships. They know you're not just gonna, there has to be that trust on the artist side as well. Like if Khaled's calling you to do a song, he knows it's a song that's for you and he's trying to make it hit, right? And so it's really just about building relationships. And it's like when I see that like, yo, Khaled is that dude that, you know what I mean? Like not anyone, like even not any of these single rappers I feel like that are on the album, unless other than the OGs, would be able to pull all these artists together for their own album, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So part of this Khaled album, only Khaled can put an album like this together because he's built these relationships, you know what I mean? Khaled is always gonna be the guy. That's what he's shown time and again now in different eras, you know what I mean? I remember We the Best, like from 10 years ago, you know what I mean? Or We Taking Over, like with T-Pain and Lil Wayne, like the Plies, like the cast then, you know what I mean? Like he's the guy that's gonna curate, and that's his role, you know. Then I didn't see it. We're just like, who is this dude that's like, yo, there's always talented people on his records, but his name is always first. Why? I don't understand. But I guess what I'm saying is I appreciate the hustle, you know what I mean? I understand it now. It takes a lot of relationship building, you know, like it's definitely on the business side of things to be able to put an album like this together. And I think of it even like in hip hop where, you know, there might be, you know, it's a lot of ego. So there might be rappers who don't want to work with other rappers or whatever, but it almost seems like a Khaled album is a mutual ground where it's like, it doesn't matter if I have beef with this guy, you know, like we're doing Khaled's album. I want to make Khaled's album, you know what I mean? Like it shows that I was popping this year, you know what I mean? Like I feel like that's how it is. Like I was saying that to you earlier, like Khaled's album's kind of like the all-star, you know, like class picture for that year, you know what I mean? Like that's how I see it.
What did you think of the Jay-Z and Nas track?
Before we get into that though, what did you think about that?
Oh.
The album.
Yeah, it wasn't for me.
Every
song, I was like, literally, I was like, I've heard this somewhere else, and I liked it a little more that time. I don't mean to like, I don't know, it just didn't. Usually, there's a few songs on the project that I can be like, oh, that's like, the rest of this is not for me, but like that one song is fire. Like the one with Kendrick and Sean. On a major key, I think it's called Major Key or whatever, and Holy Key. That is amazing because they're just they're just rapping like at really high level, and it's like you're kind of like listening, you're like, oh shit, who had the better verse? I'd actually say that Sean did, but so I don't know, it was okay. I'm never gonna listen to it again. I'm just gonna be honest. There will never be throw that Khaled on.
I don't know if Khaled's ever like every Khaled album I've ever heard is like, you know, it's that time period I heard that album, you know, it never comes back.
I remember that time.
Yeah, exactly. I never like, I
want to forget now.
You know what I mean? Like I remember, that you should check out that track later, the They Ready. I remember when that album came out, and again, that was like that was the new class. It was probably like early 2010s.
Yeah.
You know, so he had like Kendrick, Cole, and Big Crit, you know, those were all the mixtape guys that were breaking into the industry. So again, that's Khaled's job, you know. He's
package.
He's at the end of the day, like if you were locked in a time capsule for 10 years and you came out, you know, you're trying to get back into the rap game, all you need to do is like look at Khaled's discography to be like, all right, so this is what was happening these past years. All right, looks like Drake got 2 solo songs on that last album. Looks like Drake's still killing it. Like, not for real though. Like,
yeah, there was no Cole or Kendrick. There's all the young guys. Kodak Black, no.
No, Kodak. I mean, we were gonna bring that up. We don't have him as a topic, but I guess we'll mention I didn't hear. He got pardoned by Trump, right? Like
Yeah.
for whatever federal crime he did, but he's going back to jail.
Yes.
Do you know what for?
I think it's for an assault charge. Let me actually just look it up real quick.
But yeah, just why? Why Kodak?
Back in prison. I'm gonna write that.
Why does it have to be that way?
In 2019, Kodak was arrested for weapon possession and was sentenced to almost 4 years in federal prison. Give me this. Come on. Okay, well, hold on. Sorry. Let's see. It's on Revolt News. Kodak Black reveals no new post-prison look. Okay, well, this is not what I'm looking for.
That's fair. But yeah, Kodak Black would ideally be someone. Because I just remember before he went to prison, the last time he was in prison, before the pardon, he was definitely dominating the game. I remember he dropped an album and Drake like commented on it, like he shared like a story, remember, or something, like saying like, yo, it's one of the better albums this year or something, like he really enjoyed this. You know, and I just like everything he was putting out, he was that dude that was always top of the charts, right?
Yeah.
It's like he had the game on lock, but he just kept like getting in trouble with the law for stupid shit. And yeah, he got locked up, lost a lot of time, and he just got back out. And I feel like he's definitely still a star. He definitely still has that hit making ability, but
Yeah.
it's the fuckery, right? And so I guess we're talking about why he's not on this album. It might just be the fuckery, man. Like Khaled's like,
Maybe he was in prison while I recorded
yeah,
this.
it's like, I don't need you. If this song is a hit, I don't need you to be in prison while we do the music video.
So I got the. So Kodak was originally charged with rape, but accepted a deal and pleaded guilty to first-degree assault. Faces 10 years suspended prison sentence. He won't have to go to prison on the charge as long as he completes 18 months of probation. So what he said is, I apologize this happened, and I'm hopeful we can all move forward. So what does that mean?
Is that like after the pardon?
No, this is another charge he's facing.
Oh, right. I think what I heard as well is the federal, like Trump's charges are only, I'm gonna say Trump's pardons are only for federal crimes. Like if you have a problem.
So like local.
So yeah, if you have a state crime, like, and that's usually what it is with these like rape cases, like that means it's the state
Yeah.
that's prosecuting you, like that doesn't get pardoned. So
Well, did he do this? Like,
I don't know, man.
this is not good.
It's not good. It definitely isn't.
He pleaded guilty.
He did?
He pleaded, and he said, I apologize this happened. Okay. That's it. All right, well now,
Yeah.
see, like, I don't have enough information, so I'm kind of just, like, going off feelings right now, and that's
Well, yeah.
never a good way to go.
I feel you though. I feel you. Definitely. It's definitely a why though. You know, definitely so much talent, so much potential, and it's like just spirals into the same thing every time. It's definitely like a mindset.
Assaulting a teenage girl. Yeah, it's a little darker than I thought it would be. I guess this is real shit, so. Yeah, okay. Anyways, for the next topic, we have something else that is it's kind of funny. It's kind of messed up. So, Tory Lanez.
We didn't talk about the J track.
Oh, okay, yeah.
J.
Sorry, not sorry. What were your thoughts? Initial thoughts?
I liked it. I really liked the vibe of the record. I really liked the beat.
Sounds like Songcry. Is it just the Songcry sample? Cause
Oh man, now that's coming to my mind. That does sound like something. Damn. But I felt like the S was just so like J. Like I just felt like J fit perfectly on it. Like I just felt like the beat, just the way it came on, like the way the beat was set up, like. Da-da-da.
yeah.
Bro, I'm gonna have to stop this podcast because that's probably my laptop telling me it's gonna die. I gotta just plug it in.
Okay.
No, not stop the podcast. This is just gonna be in the middle.
All right, so I'm gonna talk while this happens.
For future reference.
So yeah, I'll give you my thoughts. Basically, I thought it was okay. That's just how I felt about this whole project. I just listened to it and I was like, you know, like it's fine. It's good. Like the J verse was cool. He had a little scheme about B. I was like, hey, that's kind of cool. And then like Nas was just, he said he was the cryptocurrency Scarface. Whatever that means. So yeah, I didn't really like it. I'm gonna be honest. It did sound exactly like Song Cry, and I was like, just the whole time, every sample, I was like,
The cryptocurrency Scarface.
That's the dumbest thing I
Hey, like whatever that means. I don't know, I thought it was hard. Like, not hard as in like, yo, I'm quote that.
Yeah.
But like, I was like, I get it, you know, he's invested in, and he said, he had a bar before that about like, you know, I'm winning in life, fuck a coin toss.
Oh, okay. So there was like, a little scheme.
And then like, yeah.
Again, I'm talking to Nas like that. So there was a little scheme. I guess he wrote his bars or something. He thought it out. No. Jay-Z's verse was better.
He had a nice verse, but you know, it's definitely like, yeah, they definitely could have done more. I saw a comment. Lately, the top comments seem to just like reflect so much truth, and it was just like, yo, this is tight, but I was definitely expecting more from like the two of them. You know what I mean? That's simply it. That's all it is. It's a great song. You know, I'll definitely return to it. Like, you know, we'll fuck with it. How often do we get a fucking Jay and Nas record? You know what I mean? So we'll enjoy this shit. But yeah, definitely as fans who know what they can do, we're like, yo, this could have been tighter. Yeah. But yeah, I did like Nas's verse. Thought it could be harder. I love the beat. I love there were harmonies on the beat. They actually credited the harmonies on the record. Yeah, I love the intro to Jay's verse. You know, y'all ain't done nothing about the other B. That's a triple B. Can't forget about the other B. You know,
and you hear Beyonce.
Yeah. So pretty dope. But yeah, you know, it's, you know, some hip hop shit. You know, it's like Khaled just giving us that moment. Yeah. You know what I mean? Both of them, the record is just hopping on talking about this shit. You know, like we did it. Fuck you guys.
You know what was really corny?
What?
Was the FaceTime call they had when they Khaled was sitting there and he was so happy with the song. And Nas was so happy with the song. They called Jay-Z on FaceTime. And it was just like Nas was like fanning out for some reason. He's like, yo, this shit is crazy. This is a moment. I don't know how awkward that call was after, because what else are you going to talk about except the song? Did they even talk? I don't even know.
I think they said they have. I watched Jay's Breakfast Club interview not too long ago. And I remember him saying that, like, because when they brought up the beef, like, is it ever awkward between you guys? Like, yo, that's so far gone. They've done so much together now. Like, obviously they're not buddying up in the studio, but like they're cool now. Like, but yeah, I think that was just like when I saw that video, I thought that was just some, you know, modern day, like we're seeing an OG like DJ Khaled try to utilize this, like, that was a reel, that's what I saw it as. So, you know, it's obviously something that they've posted on TikTok, and it's obviously fucking hashtag hip hop is killing it right now. Like, so that's what that was. That was a moment. Hopefully we'll get the other one where Jay is actually commenting on some of Nas's stuff. But
Thank you. I gotta go though. Thanks for the love. Fuck you. No, he didn't say that. But yeah, so that's it for the Khaled album. On to the next topic, a little controversy here, a little controversial. Tory Lanez and Chris Brown announced a joint album. So first of all, what is the album title, Shosho? Do you know? Or
I don't know. I just saw this. I saw this posted 2 hours ago, 2 hours before we started this. It's Sunday right now that we're recording this. And yeah, I was like, damn, this is definitely an announcement you make. You know, you don't just drop the album or just drop the cover art. You make this kind of announcement.
What is the cover art? I have so many horrible jokes in my brain right now.
Yeah. Let's be cool.
Oh my God. I don't think I should say this, but I'm going to, because no, it's too fucked up. I was going to say It's just the Rihanna mugshot.
Oh no, no, bro.
Dude, I'm sorry.
Yeah. I'm
That's
sorry.
too far.
I'm sorry, female listeners.
Yeah. Like, this guy is the worst. No, that's fucked up that he did that.
We're just fucking around. But
Yeah.
I feel like, I don't know. I feel like they definitely know what people are gonna say with this announcement. They knew this. The way I see it, like Tory's trial is still yet to come.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And the way from a career standpoint, like he's just, you know what I mean? If in 2 months he's about to be locked up for the next 25 years, then like fam, you gotta grind hard, you know what I mean? Like you gotta put out all the music you can, you know, that's what I see from Tory's side of things. Whether he did it or not, Tory is doing what you should be doing if you're going to be facing life in a couple months.
I'm not guilty.
Like I'm grinding, I'm working on music, I'm doing
His
all
third
the career
album
moves,
about
like,
not
yeah.
being guilty.
And yeah, so as far as Tory doing this, Chris Brown is the bigger artist. You know, it's a good look for Tory's career. We don't need to question why Tory is doing this. As far as why Chris Brown is doing this, yeah, I can't answer that. That's really the boggle here. It's either one of two things. Either he also could use the buzz, like that's what it is, like but really we don't think he could, but just because we know he already knows that this announcement is gonna cause people to be like bring up that Rihanna thing.
Yeah.
So either he wants that, he's cool with the buzz, or we know like Chris Brown has been featured on Tory tracks before, on Tory albums before, so we know they do have a relationship. And
they make good songs together.
Yeah, and I remember he was part of the Quarantine Radio a couple times, so we know they do have a relationship. So I feel like on the other side, they might have just had like a personal conversation, and Tory's like, bro to bro, I did not shoot this chick. Mm-hmm. She going around here tripping. I'm gonna walk out scot-free in a couple months, and I'm gonna like middle finger to the industry. You can stand on the winning side with me right now, or you know you can be one of the people that, you know, just played it safe the whole time, and it's like, yo, bro, you know what? If you're telling me you didn't shoot this chick, fuck all of them. Fuck what they're gonna say about Rihanna. Let's do this. You know what I mean? Yeah. That's how I see.
Fuck Rihanna.
Because that had to have either way. It had to have crossed his mind that this would come up. You know, so it had to have just been like, maybe he texted Rihanna like, yo, I'm doing this with Tory. No, he probably did not send that text.
He did not text Rihanna.
Rihanna is not like, drop that Tory album.
Can't wait.
Yeah, so
dude, this whole thing is weird.
Yeah.
This just they both, like you said, they both know that at least Tory is accused. There's no final verdict, people, even though it looks bad for him. Yeah, it's just so it's strange. It's not strange, but it is. Because it makes sense because they're both accused of things that are horrible. Well, not accused. Chris Brown is
He's now come out of his thing, and that's what I'm saying. Like, why? Like that's the way I see it. Like that is really a watermark in Chris Brown's, like, you know what I mean, like a dark spot in Chris Brown's like history.
Yeah.
Why go? This whole thing is just making people think about that, relive that. Why even do that? Why even? You know what I mean? Like even if me and Tory are bros, it's like, bro, you know what your look is right now. It's gonna fuck me up. They're gonna bring this shit up. You know what I mean? So it either. He knows that and he wants the controversy right now. Maybe he's trying to drop another album afterwards, just some more buzz.
Which is fucked up.
Or I think it might just be also on some. I also just feel like it's the second thing as well. You know, I'm not gonna do a collab album with you if there's a chance that you're gonna be guilty for shooting someone in 25 years. Now I'm cemented, like. You know, so like, dude, they definitely have had that like confidence, like, bro, I didn't do it. She's tripping, like, yo, like.
But if he did do it though, Chris, what are you doing, man?
Yeah, like.
I don't know if that's worth the risk.
And that's what I'm saying. Obviously, he's putting the. Either way, he's staking a lot. You know what I mean? That's why we're looking at it just like, why?
Well, Chris is like, I've already been through like shit where I've done some fucked up shit. Like, what is this gonna do to my career?
Then again, I just saw it as an announcement 2 hours ago on a blog. We'll see how this evolves. It might just have been like a Tory just late night texting like Chris Brown or maybe they're playing and like He's like, yo, we want to do a collab album. He's like, maybe. And now Tory just texts all the blogs like, yo, me and Chris Brown doing a collab album.
Watch out. Woman Beater Volume 1 out of 6. Yeah. I guess, I don't know if I'm really looking forward to this.
I don't know. They're both really talented. They're both really talented. And like you said, they do make great records together.
Yeah.
But is this the time? Is this the time, man? There's so many people who are like, I don't know, man. It's really just because there are women. It's mainly women who are, because, you know, obviously there's the Tory fan base. But outside of the Tory fan base, there's the hip hop fans who fuck with Tory. And it's mainly women who are like, we're boycotting Tory right now. You know, and it's mainly women who are fucking Chris Brown fans. So, you know, why is Chris Brown taking this risk? You know what I mean? Like, why are they now like this? Literally, these bitches who are, my God. Who have been like, these ladies.
Yeah, it's too late, man.
It's too late. But these ladies,
yes,
who have been like
respectable women.
Yo, they can't listen to Tory's music.
Yeah.
Because, like, he shot Megan. We're riding with our fellow women. You know, we have to protect black women. Right. There is definitely a portion of fans, hip hop fans that are female that feel this way. And then there's Chris Brown. Why is Chris Brown? So literally, that's how I see this. So there's right now a Chris Brown fan is gonna wake up in the morning whenever that album drops.
Yeah.
And she might be one of those fans that's like, fuck Tory. But then she's gonna see this and now she's gonna have to like, yo, I love Chris Brown. I hate Tory. Am I okay with the situation?
If you're cool with Chris Brown, then you should be fine with Tory. Cause
that's crazy, man. But you know what what's crazy about this is like, it's almost as if like Tory was an artist that's this big before. And, you know, obviously with the whole Megan Thee Stallion debacle, it increases his status. He's always in the media every time we bring this up. And then with all the collabs, everything he's trying to do, especially with this kind of Chris Brown thing, he just keeps trying to, like, increase his status.
Is it ever for the music, though?
What I was going to bring up is kind of like, you think of R. Kelly. I remember the first time R. Kelly was brought up and went to trial for a lot of the accusations, even though there were several women accusing him of things. Yeah. Like, he got off, like a jury of 12 people said like, yo, R. Kelly didn't do anything. But I remember there was video evidence of him like peeing on the girl. The girl came and said
a literal video.
Like, you know what I mean? It's him in the video. It's so bad, like he goes that he does it. Like, but yeah.
That wasn't R. Kelly.
It was him. His face is in the video, you know what I mean? But long story short, he gets off scot-free and it's like, it's that celebrity effect. It's like, oh, it's the king of R&B. Yeah. You know what I mean? We can't lock him up. And there were obviously some women in that jury that just could not see night and day. It was just like
they had the blinders on.
Yeah, they're trying to like they're trying to hear the facts, but like their favorite chorus is just coming to their head like I can't.
Not
like,
guilty.
So I think that's what it is. It's like I feel like Tory might be playing that game, and obviously it's a smart game to play because you are a musician and you do have the ability to become that person. You know, Tory I think he's trying to just increase or, you know, turn over public image of him before court date. And then it's kind of like, oh man, it can't be Tory who just did the Chris Brown album, track number 4, I Love All Women. Yeah. like not Tory.
I've never heard her.
All caps. Yo, you know, so like can't be Tory. Like, yo,
yeah, this is impossible.
All right, I'm hearing what you're saying, guys, but listen to this song.
Yeah, shit is fire. There's a lot of R&B artists that haven't assaulted women that should just, you know, make music, and we don't have to hear from this shit. Like, why do we have to constantly hear from these fucking people that are just trash? Like, we killed 5 people, but shit, it slaps. Like, there's probably other people. Yeah, I don't know. Nah, I feel you, man. Who knows? Fuck it. I'm gonna listen.
I'll probably check it out.
Yeah.
Like, I checked out the Tory album. I'm not like... I still don't know how to feel until the verdict comes out, until we know all the facts, but... Yeah. I don't know, and that's what I'm saying. I just feel like you know, unless Chris Brown's been taking a lot of acid lately, like he must have gotten, they must have had that bro to bro conversation where Tory has given him the information needed to make a decision about, like, you know what I mean? Like, I would need to know for real that you didn't do it. You need to show me a video like, yo, this is her getting shot by someone else.
Yeah.
That night, like, and I'm like,
I'm
oh,
not even here.
like, so like, yeah, that's what it would take for me to be like, all right, bro, let's do a collab album. Because now it's like, yeah, you get locked up in 2 months for life for shooting this girl in the foot, and the last album you put out is this collab album. That's
Yeah.
every time people go to check out, like, yeah. Chris would definitely lose fans.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Chris Brown is definitely like I remember 50 Cent once said, like, yo, this guy's better than Michael Jackson.
Well, you know.
And I can see that, you know what I mean? I'm not even like saying, like, obviously there's some blasphemy to that statement because that was like the king of pop and he's obviously like, you know, but I get it, you know what I mean? I can see it. Like Chris Brown is he's the R&B dude. He dances like no one can touch him in that arena.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
his last album was 45 songs and every single one was fire.
yeah.
That's insane. So he is unbelievably talented. I'm not gonna lie to you, man. I'm a big fan of his music. His music is really great. I've watched enough shit where I'm like, you know what? Like, I can forgive him, but it's always gonna be there. And it's just like, it's that weird thing that you kind of just have to acknowledge every time you like listen to his music. You're like, he did still do that. And it really makes me feel weird about listening, but the song is amazing. You know, like it's a tough thing, but
It was like a fuel for him in the studio as well. It was like, yo.
Yeah. He came back with Fame, the album Fame, and I remember when it dropped, and it was right after the controversy. I'm not gonna lie, man. I think I was like 15, 16, and we went straight to HMV and we bought it. And we got the CD and shit. And it was amazing. Like the whole thing was a really great album. But that was like a I Need to Survive album because it was looking like he was done for. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see. It's funny to make jokes, but it's like, what the fuck is happening right now?
Yeah, definitely. It's something we'll probably be talking about this next week when they follow up with more information. But like, we're all thinking we know what. I'm sure he knows, both Chris and Tory. They know what the public was gonna say when they announced this. So like, why take that risk? Might just be that's hip hop. Might just be fuck you guys.
Yeah, who knows?
Anyways,
for our final topic for Global, we have some news about Meek Mill that is just strictly music. Who knows if the conversation is going to go that way, but we're here. We're probably going to... Anyways. Did you watch this? It's the Lemon Pepper freestyle, so...
Yep. I checked out the Lemon Pepper freestyle. The Meek Mill Lemon Pepper freestyle, yeah. It was all right, man. Shorter verse than... Yes, shorter verse than Drake, longer verse than Rick Ross. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was all right. It was like using some kind of like offbeat flow.
Yeah.
Like
it was unique flow, for sure.
It kind of sounded like DMX. DMX's flow.
Where it was like sporadic?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it was cool. I don't know, it didn't get me too excited. It didn't get me like pumped for his music.
Yeah, if anything, that just seemed like because even the bars didn't seem unique, same old, like it just seemed like he was hopping on that Lemon Pepper freestyle beat, so it seems like he's just trying to ride the Drake wave,
Damn.
That's really what it is.
He finally dropped something and we're both just like, yeah.
Like, I feel like he's dropped music since then, man.
Did he?
Did he? Like, I feel like he dropped like a 3-pack. And like 42 Dugg and Lil Baby and Lil Durk was on it.
I like Lil Durk. Let me see his discography real quick.
But yeah, Lemon Pepper freestyle. I was feeling it, to be honest. I was like,
wow.
I was feeling.
All of his albums gone platinum? That's sick. That's pretty crazy.
It's a good look.
Yeah, I don't see anything recent. Yeah. The last thing he dropped was Championships in 2018. So
No, like check EPs or
okay,
like it should be still on that page.
is it here? Mixtape, extended play.
Quarantine.
Here? Oh, he did drop something in 2020. Why didn't I hear this? It just took me back to the fucking.
I don't have a wiki for it.
Anyways.
But yeah, I think it was just like a 3-4 track. Lil Durk, some other street cats on it. But yeah, I don't know. It was mid. Didn't make it there. Like couldn't see anyone really talking about it.
Damn.
But yeah, I was feeling it on some like, yo, this is dope. Like hopping on the beat. But if I'm critiquing what I'm seeing, like it wasn't anything special. You know what I mean? It was a Lemon Pepper freestyle beat. You know, it was Meek Mill hopping on the Lemon Pepper freestyle beat. And I'm sure, you know, it's enough to get a Meek Mill fan excited. But I don't know. For me, I was like,
Just all right.
yeah. Again, I was feeling it, you know, but like, yeah. I just feel like, why are you doing this, man? Like, I just feel like we all like, you know what I mean? You already know what we're saying about you and Drake, you know what I mean? So like, why do this? You know, I don't understand.
That sounds like the same thing that is said about Meek Mill all the time. I just don't understand.
When he went back, like his first Funk Flex freestyle, when he got out of jail, he did it over the back-to-back beat.
I mean, I feel like that's just disrespectful to yourself.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like.
It didn't, again, like it was hard. Like the views are up. Like I'm sure I was feeling it. A Meek Mill fan would feel it, but it wasn't like, you know what I mean? You didn't do what you needed to do to that beat to come and do that.
You didn't win.
Yeah, like, that's just how I see it. So it's like that, and that's the same. That's what I'm seeing here again. You know what I mean? You're literally just hopping on the Drake song. You know what I mean? I not heard Drake hopping on one of your songs.
Well, he did, and it's his number one song.
Oh yeah, I mean like when I say that, I mean like Drake, like he taking a Meek Mill song that he's already done and saying, yo, let me do something with this beat and put it out. You know, no one says that about no one really does that with a Meek Mill track. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't know. That's not. I'm not even trying to diss Meek Mill, but it's like you're bringing this diss upon yourself, man. I can already see like academic stream. He's saying exactly what I'm saying right now. Like yo, Meek cannot afford a Drake feature, so he just hopped on the last Drake beat.
Oh man, pray for Meek. But yeah, that concludes our global news. So now we're on to our national news.
Yeah. So for our national news, we're talking about the COVID-19 anti-maskers here in Calgary. They did a rally. Do you know when this was? Like recently?
It was yesterday, last night.
Yeah. Fuck you guys.
I'm not gonna say that.
Because yeah, I don't know, man. They're calling it freedom fighting, but it's really not though.
I kind of understand where they're coming from, though. No. I get it. I understand.
What is the understanding, man?
It's just like, man, it's frustrating, and you're like, it's hard to like, because I don't know what's being said there, but there is some truth to like us going into like a new lockdown again and shit, and everything feels very restricted, and maybe if they handled this better at the start, we wouldn't be in this situation.
All right, but what is going out there without your mask in large groups protesting going to change?
I think they're just doing it because they can. I think that's the whole point. Is like saying fuck it.
Yeah.
I kind of feel it. I understand, but I'm not like trying to go. But yeah, there is like two sides to this where it's like at least for me, I see like where they're coming from, but at the same time, there's like COVID-19 is still a thing, but it is making it harder for us to get back into the groove of things when that does happen. When people it's like the only time you're not supposed to gather in like large large like quantities is like people just chose COVID season to like, all right, now let's all get together in the streets everywhere we go.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. I just feel like there is ignorance. That's all it is. Because either you believe COVID-19 exists or you don't. If you don't believe COVID-19 exists, then you do stupid shit like go to a rally in large groups and protest in the middle of a serious lockdown where they're saying like no one should, no barbershop is open, no like therapist is open, no like group fitness session is open. That's how serious it is. And yeah, these people are like, yo, you know what, to expedite this, to get people to get the government to get us out of lockdown sooner, we're gonna go out in large groups and do exactly what the fuck these restrictions were put in place for, the opposite. I don't know, man. It doesn't make any sense to me, man. It doesn't make any sense to me. But the virus is mutating. They're saying younger and younger people are getting sick.
Are they dying?
That's a good question. Looking at that. But
I don't know. I'm tired of this shit too.
I'm tired of it, man, but I cannot condone this ignorance. That's all it is. It's usually just, and it's usually because we have someone else that was at one of these when they were doing it down in Edmonton, like an anti-mask rally.
He went?
And I don't want to mention who, but they were doing an anti-mask rally, and basically it wasn't really, the long and short of it is they were protesting for anti-mask rally, but it really was just kind of like it was other groups, you know what I mean, who have other agendas that aren't really anti-masking, just come and protest, you know what I mean? And it's usually white supremacist groups. But for the most part, it's anti-maskers. But I don't know, man. For me, to me, it's just ignorance. Like that's all it is. Like that's at this point, they've explained to us what it is they're doing. Like we're not actually trying to stop COVID with the lockdowns anymore. Like what we're trying to do is, not overwhelm the hospital. You know what I mean? Like at this, the way it's working now all around Canada is they know people are gonna catch COVID. Shit is happening. People are gonna catch COVID. But what they're doing with these lockdowns, like shutting it down, like Ontario's doing curfew and border lockdown, is they're trying to buy more time. Like, you know what I mean? Like their ICU has like 800 people in it. Their cap is like 500. They're trying to buy time to get back to 500. So it's a rational thing. So these group of people saying, yo, our ICU is at 800. We're supposed to be at 500. They've locked us down again. Let's go out in a group of 300 so we can add another 100 people to the ICU. Is like, what are you doing, dude? What is you know what I mean? It's not your right to be stupid, man. At the end of the day, it's like, I guess it's a right to free speech and freedom, but just the way, I guess COVID has just made it so what you're doing is putting other people at risk. This decision you're making is a stupid decision. Anyways, yeah, we can go night and day about this, but it's just like, I don't know. There's no doubt that there are people who have done this. I mean, it just happened last night, and we'll find out in the next week who have probably gotten COVID from going out to go do this thing, and that's gonna be the wake up call, for some families. Like we've seen some of the stories, on the news where it's like, or, someone's like, my dad was like, fuck COVID, the whole time he was just going shopping without his mask.
Yeah.
Now he's on a respirator. Not to laugh at that, but like, but that's like a real thing. And now he's like, yo, it's very real. Now he's telling people like, don't forget your mask when they step out. But I don't know. That's part of it. So a large part of what people are doing out there is the ignorance of it. And I can imagine, like, I feel like if you're a young person or you don't have any of the type A symptoms that would that would make you have a complication with the virus, then you can just be like, yo, I don't know any friends that are sick. Like, I'm not getting sick from this. COVID's not real. Like, you know what I mean? But then, like, I don't know. And then you're out. That's the basis. That's the fundamental truth of why someone is standing out there rallying.
I don't know if that's true.
That's why else.
I don't think it's because they don't think COVID's real. I think it's just like, I think it's just the restrictions of the actual government that are coming down on us, where they're telling us what we can and can't do.
Bro, if you believe COVID is real and your solution to get the government to reduce restrictions is to go out with a large group of other people who don't believe in wearing masks, then you don't believe that the COVID is real, bro. Like look, stop for a second and look where you are. You're in a crowd of people, all of them who have this whole COVID-19 thing. These are the people who are like, fuck walking in the aisle, where the arrows are going, fuck sanitizing, fuck wiping down shit, fuck wearing a mask when I'm going in and out place. These are the people who most likely are carrying the and you're in a group with these people shouting with them, broad day. You know what I mean? Like
They'll probably get COVID.
That's what I'm saying. Like, and this is your plan to be like, yo,
that's what they want to do.
I don't know. We can go into this. I'm going to loophole, but I guess it's like, I don't know, man. We talked about this last week, how like, it's so easy in this time to just fall into conspiracy theories and just beliefs. And I don't know if this exactly relates, but it's just so easy now for one person who has, a radical idea to just, especially in this time where everything is online, just get it with a bunch of people and, be like, yo,
yeah,
you fucking with what I'm saying here?
I can see where the confusion is coming from, though, bro. Because you're gonna close down the fucking gym, and you're gonna close down barbershops? Are they closed down? You can't sit in restaurants, but you can sit outside, and then, there's a bunch, you can take I take the bus, and there's so many people that touch the door of the bus, and everyone's in the bus, crowded in the bus, and then the C train's the same thing. And so I could see where people are watching this, and they're just like, I'm like looking at it, I'm like, it doesn't seem right and the mall's open and stuff, like all these, and you can go to Walmart, but you can't go to the gym on a one-on-one personal training session. You can't just get tested and then figure it out for yourself. I think that's where the confusion's coming from, where it's like, okay, and then you look at your app and you look at social media, and I see all these people in Arkansas partying right now, and I'm looking at that, I'm like, damn, like that looks awesome, but like we can't do that here. And I kind of understand where people are just like, whatever, like this makes no sense, because some of it just doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I don't know it there, man.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I understand that point of view too, though, like of like actually just bringing people together, and like that, COVID is going to spread that way easier. It's like a feasting ground. It's like, oh, thank you guys. Yeah. But the virus that's who that was. But yeah, I don't know, bro. I'm on the fence a bit.
Yeah, I still stand my ground. Fuck those people. Fuck being out there in that rally.
Word. All right. Oh no, it's you still.
All right. Artist motivation.
Are we gonna talk about the lockdown?
Oh yeah, it's you then.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So local, we just have a new lockdown. So I guess we kind of just addressed it a bit. But yeah, we're back to phase 1, guys. So yeah, it's like kind of sucks. There was a bit of happiness I had. I felt happiness like a month ago, where I was like going to the gym, and then I don't know, I guess someone sensed it. They're like, oh no, these people are too happy. I'm just kidding.
Oh. But no, I feel you, man. I feel like.
Are you okay?
Yeah, man. I just feel like.
You're distressed?
This conversation about what were we just talking about?
The anti-mask rally.
Yeah. Yeah, man. It is just I do feel a ways about it, man. It is just like just chill the fuck out, type thing. But anyways, yeah, we can go circles in it. This is an ongoing thing. But how do I feel about the current phase going into phase one? It's annoying. I think we were already in phase one. That's what's crazy. We were already in phase one. We were in phase one, and then we moved to phase two, right?
Yeah, because we had like gyms and stuff.
Yeah,
back.
we were in phase two, and the plan was, we're gonna get another announcement that will get us to phase three, but then the announcement that was supposed to be a phase three announcement put us back in phase one, and now like since that announcement, like it's been a week since that phase one announcement, we've all gotten like notifications from our phone from the government of Alberta, just saying like things are gonna be tighter, and I think I saw recently that the premier is saying that if the cases keep going up, and if I think he's just looking at the ICU as well. If the hospital cases keep going up, then they're going to impose curfews here in the individual cities in Alberta. So yeah, I don't want that. That sucks.
That sucks. A curfew?
Yeah.
Because COVID is like, at 8 o'clock, it's like, I'm back, y'all.
I think it's just, there's no doubt that, the people who don't give a fuck are up to their fuckery at night,
That's going to be me, dude. I see the police, I'm running.
That's what it is. So,
I got to get to the studio, bro.
I don't know. I don't think that's what it is. It's not like, COVID clearly, COVID is killing it all day.
It was asleep, yeah.
But yeah, at 10 p.m. it's like, let's go extra hard. Like, I don't think that's what it is.
No, it's just, people fuck around at night more and go to parties.
Yeah, exactly. People are like, if you cut down the amount of time daily that people can move around, then it's like, that's less time for it to spread.
I just hate that there's a guy that can just get on a fucking screen and just be like, all right, now you can't be out past 8 o'clock. I'm your leader now.
It's crazy though, but this is only because we exist in this time where this is how, now we're a year into COVID and we understand like this is a norm that this can happen. I remember when it was first, when they first said lockdown, like, no one should be coming, and now we're like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I think it was like the same vibe. It was like, we've been hearing about COVID in like other countries. Mm-hmm. And it was like, oh, fuck COVID. But then it's like, someone in Canada has it. And it was so quick. Like, it went from someone just like having it at like BC or whatever to being like, all right, everywhere has to shut down. So, and I just think we're just part of that. But I'm just saying, like, 2 years ago, prior to COVID-19, the Premier could not just go on TV and say, crime's been crazy these last couple of weeks. We're going to start doing a curfew. Like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Crime will just get even crazier after. Yeah,
there's probably going to be more people out because we're not supposed to be out.
I think, that will probably enforce it most likely. And it will
my God. Could you imagine going to jail for being outside?
Yeah. That's on you, though.
It's 8 o'clock.
I would imagine it would be like 10 p.m., man. 8 sounds crazy.
I don't know why I said 8, but I guess because it sounds crazier, I just wanted to make it sound insane.
Just
6:30. I'm still driving
outside,
home. No, I don't know, bro. Dude, I just hate fucking politicians, bro.
Yeah, man.
I just gave this guy my taxes, and he's like, all right, I'm going to get rich. Fuck everyone else. Yeah. Dude, I have very mixed feelings.
Yeah, again, like I said, I believe in, I understand.
I believe it's real for sure.
As best as I can, the plan. I believe COVID is real, and I understand as best as I can the plan. Which is, completely related to keeping the ICU down. Mm-hmm. We have like some of the best.
Yeah.
We have like some of the best medical professionals in the world here in Canada. The system is literally no one has to pay. Literally, if you get COVID in the States, you got to go fucking pay for that treatment.
That would suck.
So that's part of why probably hospitals aren't overwhelmed. It's part of like, if you get COVID, you're on your own. Like,
yeah.
Well, that's why it's here. It's
$500.
Here, it's like if you get COVID, like the government has to take care of you. So that's why it's like. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's literally on them. You know what I mean? Like and that's like, I remember being in the hospital for my surgery and just like talking to one of the nurses, and just like the hospital bed alone costs like upwards of like $500,000, you know, like because what the bed can do, like, you know,
$500,000.
I shit you not, like those hospital beds, they're made by General Electric. That's
Could they not make cheaper quality? That's insane,
what
dude.
the bed is like. The bed can do so many things, right? You can disconnect the bed, right? It can go to the operating room.
Yeah.
It plugs in, and then it's that same bed will have like all your vitals once it's like plugged in. So it's like the bed is doing. It's like a modern day nurse, you know, almost. You know, it has all the
Do you
the
want a
buttons and
massage?
shit on it, like. So yeah, that's just the bed, you know.
Yeah.
In the hospital, I just heard recently. I think they said Rocky Mountain Hospital, they're trying to like add like 50 more. Something, just a number like that, and the number that they're trying to invest in just to get 50 more beds or just 50 more rooms in the ICU, is like in the millions, is in the like 2-digit millions, like. But that's really what it is. Like,
so much.
None of us here in Canada have to think about that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true.
That's not. So that's really the way. That's really the issue with the government. Everyone is like, yo, fuck these restrictions. I just want to go out. You're gonna go out, you're gonna get COVID, you're like, oh fuck, you're gonna go to the hospital. It's the government that has to deal with that, you know? Like now you're another number that's raising the thing up.
God damn it!
So it's like, that's how I see it, man. Like it's
Yeah, that makes sense.
It's definitely and I just feel like what they're trying to do, and I think that's what's happening in Ontario right now, is if they can lock it down tight enough, like if they just keep the restrictions tight as fuck for a lengthened amount of time, that will buy them enough time. Like maybe the max in ICU is 500.
Yeah.
If they can get us to 200, they know COVID cases are gonna still come back when we're fully open. But now they have that 300 headroom, you know, because right now, like just what the hospitals are, they're talking about how I heard that on the radio, how they're saying like surgeries and other procedures that are not related to COVID-19, the hospital has to cut them down by like 30%, so that they can use more of those resources for COVID. You know? Like that's what. But other shit is happening. You know, other people are having heart surgery and shit. But it's like, hey, I'm sorry, I know we're supposed to do your bypass this week. You just had a stroke, but like 10 more people just came in with COVID. You gotta chill, like.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, that's the reality of it. It's like, yeah. It's to the point where they might have to build more hospitals or something, you know. So that's it. We can go in this COVID thing because I can see where the other people are coming from, but it's like my frustration is like the solution is not to, you know, like clearly we understand where their thinking is coming from. Stop going outside so we can keep the hospitals down. And your solution is, yo, I'm gonna get a bunch of people who don't like wearing masks, you know, like you know what I mean? Like, come on, bro. Like, yeah.
Yeah. It's very Alberta.
Like, and that's like fucking, you know.
Welcome to Cowtown, ladies and gentlemen. Nah, I don't know. But yeah, we could keep going.
We keep going, but in my honest opinion, it is very frustrating. Obviously, in different aspects of my life, I would like for us to be fully open. I think for everyone else, you know, mental health, life would just be better if everything is fully open. But at the same time, I understand it, you know, and I'm hoping that, you know, because that's really what's keep making this, that's how I see it, like we keep staying in these phases because there's the groups of people that don't want us fucking abide, so we're gonna have to keep staying in phase one.
Right.
I just feel like if we can, and we've seen like Australia and New Zealand, these are places that are opening up because like they fucking locked down, you know what I mean? Like I told you about, they had a law and it was written down, like if your ball goes into your neighbor's fence, you can't kick that ball back. You can't go get that ball. You know, that's literally a law. As an example, you cannot go. So it's not like, oh shit, just kick it over the fence. No, your foot should not touch that ball. I should not touch it when it comes back. And that's how they fucking left it. You know what I mean? So I think that's just all it is. It's like if we could just, it's annoying, but if we can just all just be like, all right, let's just be cool. Let's just tighten it up. But yeah, there's also the part of there's the people who are abiding by it. And then there's the people who aren't, that are making it go longer. And so it's frustrating on both sides, you know? It's like, if there's someone who's like, yo, I know that if we just do 3 weeks of this lockdown the way they're saying we should be fine. But then there's someone who's like, at the start of the 3 weeks, they're like, yo, I'm gonna keep doing rallies every week. It's like, what's the point of me doing what I'm doing if you're just gonna fucking keep doing this? you know, and then at the end of the 3 weeks, you're not gonna get what you want, which is like to reduce the lockdowns, because we need more lockdowns. I don't know. We can go in circles.
Word.
But COVID will be over soon, hopefully. There are places in the world where COVID is over, like for real, like they're doing concerts and shit.
Yeah.
It's not just open despite COVID cases. Like,
it looks amazing.
But like, yeah, it's like, so we know it's coming back, and by God's grace, you know, we're hoping this by the end of this year. You know, we're hoping we can make it this year. Vaccines are still a thing.
Yeah. As soon as it opens, a show will be had. But yeah, that's it for local. On to artist motivation.
On to artist motivation. So this is a segment we do every week. Today I have my Chinese book of idioms. This is actually a martial art book on a style of kung fu, for those who don't know. I bought it kind of in the second quarantine, trying to teach myself kung fu. It wasn't working out teaching myself kung fu, but I'm glad that I found use for this book. So yeah, today's idiom: the cure for boredom is curiosity. So one time, the cure for boredom is curiosity. And I would just say, like, you know, like that relates to like the quote, like, an idle mind is the devil's workshop. You heard, you know,
What does
one?
that mean?
Just like, and like a mind that isn't like occupied or, you know, trying to get something done. That's why like it's
Okay.
it's like it's just
I
the
see.
devil could just come and like fuck with you. So I feel like that's what this is. It's kind of like the cure for boredom, you know, instead of being idle, is curiosity. I guess they don't really relate, but it's kind of like, instead of being idle, because that's not a state you want to be in, be curious, right? Curiosity is what's going to lead you into, you know, and I feel like this relates to being an artist, you know, because we just be the act of being creative is just curious, you know. It's just playing the curiosity game. It's like, oh, let me try out this kick drum today. Oh, this didn't work. Let me try out this flow. Let me try out this. You know what I mean? I always do it this way today. Let me just try this. You know what I mean? And that curiosity is what's gonna, you know what I mean? I feel like relating to boredom is, it can also be if you're stuck in a rut, you know, whether it's creating and you feel like, you know, you could be expanding. I feel like, so that word boredom could be swapped out for like writer's block, like for just not being able to like flow, having the flow in you. It's curiosity, trying different things out. So the cure for writer's block is curiosity, you know, definitely exploring different routes, you know, and expanding your creativity. Yeah, so that's the artist motivation.
Word.
For today. So on to our conclusion. That was episode 45 of Just Kicking It with Polo Show and SOY. You can find me on Instagram at Poliano_DA_Don. What about you, SOY?
You can find me at The Only True Soy and Soy on Facebook.
Yeah. If you are watching this on the YYC Hip Hop Daily YouTube channel, please subscribe and like. We got some more fire content coming your way. Also, subscribe to the Lifted Ones YouTube channel. And follow Lifted Ones on Instagram at lifted_ones, and follow YYC Hip Hop Daily on Instagram at YYC Hip Hop Daily. Also, if you're listening to this on any podcast streaming platform, make sure to give us 5 stars. Follow the podcast. We drop new episodes every Monday. And we are recording from our new recording studio, Solid Studios. Is a fully functional recording studio. We're open for business. So definitely reach out if you're an artist trying to get some work done. Yeah, that was episode 45 of Just Kicking It. Thank you guys. Peace.
Peace.